With a Qualcomm Snapdragon 212, 1GB of RAM, and a 5-inch 720p display, the Microsoft Lumia 650 is A, the cheapest, and B, the least powerful phone I've ever reviewed. But how good is it? Looking around the outside of this device, the volume rocker and power button are on the right, just like the 950, and the power port is on the bottom with the headphone jack on the top. But you'll notice something different. The sides aren't plastic. That's right, the 650 actually has aluminium around the edges and makes it feel higher quality than the 950, its own bigger brother. Something else it's missing out on is the fact that it's a micro USB connection instead of USB Type-C, which for most people might be better for the time being, as we see a transition between micro USB and USB Type-C. Looking at the back of the device, you see the 8 megapixel camera capable of 720p video, which is alright for a cheap phone, and you'll see just how wafer thin that back cover is. Really cool, really interchangeable, and once you remove it, you will see the back of the phone itself. Now, as well as nano SIM, it does support micro SD expansion, and as you may be able to tell, the battery is removable. Once you remove the battery, you will also see that it's 2000 mAh. Sure, that's not massive, but the fact it's removable does make up for it. Now, I ran some benchmarks, and surprise surprise, it was the lowest of all the phones I've benchmarked to date, with me comparing it with the Honor 5X and the OnePlus One, purely because the Honor 5X only costs £10 more, and the OnePlus One only costs £20 more, and it made a huge difference in terms of benchmark. And because of that, I also made this graph, which is the pounds per point, and you'll see that the OnePlus One is very good in terms of pounds per point, something that I'm not really surprised with, because that was cheap when it first came out. Never mind now, when it's only just £180. The software experience is just as smooth as it was on the 950, outside of gaming, obviously, and the fact it doesn't have Continuum is a slight bummer, but the price point and the performance, along with the operating system, makes this a tough phone to recommend, in the sense that if you're going for Windows Phone, you should probably go for the 950, and if you're going for cheap phone, you can add a slight bit more and get a lot better value for money, and a lot higher performance for the same, if not cheaper. Anyway guys, that was my review of the Microsoft Lumia 650. It's definitely a tough one. If you liked this video though, make sure to click like. If you didn't, I'm not quite sure why you're watching, but you are, so thanks. Click the video on the left if you want to see the previous video, which was the Tech News Roundup, and click the video on the right if you want to see a random video I have not picked yet. I'm not telling you what it is, because that would be cheating. Hit subscribe to see more videos like this one, and I will see you guys next time.